Alright. Hello stars, Juju22 here, and welcome to the main event of SmackDown. The main event, as well as the entire show, has been brought to you by Slack Slouch Gaming, SSG, the Sovereign LPers, MuchGames.ca, and then a new group, which I'll mention in subsequent episodes. But this match is going to be high stakes, and you're going to see why in just a moment. Please watch. So you have the Cartel, and then you have a group within the group. You have the Escorts within the banner of the Alliance, and you have two new wrestlers. You met one of them at least once before, and then you saw Sasuke interfere in the last match, which I thought was ridiculous. Anyway, match underway. Anyway, the guy in the red suit is McBudderNugget John of McBudderNugget 1. And the guy in the blue suit with the glasses is Super Mario Luke. And these are two very good friends of mine, and of course they are very good friends themselves. And of course they call themselves the Escorts, in small reference to the Princess Squad on the Mii Fighter series, of course. And wait, what's John doing? Oh, nice avalanche onto what is it? Onto Sasuke. But now it's McBudderNugget John switching off with NHL, and now Sasuke's going right after Luke. Oh, nice counter by Luke. And then an elbow right up against the chin of NHL, and then thrown over the top rope is... And will Luke miss that drop kick? He pays for it with the kick right to the gut of... onto him by NHL. Of course, NHL is wearing that Dallas Stars uniform, and meanwhile, on the outside, you have an abdominal stretch onto McBudderNugget John. And also, I should mention that this match is for the #1 contendership to the Tag Team Championships of the world. So this match is high stakes without question. And of course, if John had tapped out, he would have lost for his team, and the Cartel would have been given the shot to go up against the Authority, the team that holds the Tag Team Championships of the world. And then Sasuke just got rammed into the steps and subsequently into the post as well. So as those two guys are fighting on the outside, Luke and NHL are fighting on the inside. And a nice DDT onto Luke. Of course, Luke, even though he's the smaller of the two guys, he's not going to just He's not just going to stand there and just take it. Ooh, nice half Nelson suplex onto NHL from Luke. I knew Luke was good, but I didn't realize he was that good. Meanwhile, as Sasuke and John are just still continuing to fight it on. And now, wait a minute. And Luke just did the move called the Playmaker, and now, wait a minute. Nope, not even a 1 count on NHL, but it is still relatively early, though. And the rake in the eyes right to Sasuke, which is completely legal in a match like this. Oh, and John just got rammed into the cage. 1. Nope, kick out by Luke. I mean, this match is just going back and forth. It's just going tooth and nail there. And whipped into the cage was Sasuke. Now it looks like Sasuke is going back inside the ring. As is John, although Sasuke exits the ring. And now it's NHL that exited the ring. Not sure why, but anyway, all 4 men are back inside the ring. Oh, a gourd buster right to Luke. Although Luke fights back. A float over DDT onto NHL. And of course, John just going right up against Sasuke Uchiha, who is probably one of the greatest rivals of Naruto. Utsumaki. And some back suplexes on both John and NHL. And then a kick right to the back of NHL. I mean, NHL has a very strong back, but of course he can't take too many of those and still try to win. Oh, nice move by Luke. I'm not sure what the name of that move is called. I think it's called the SML twist. I'm not sure, but anyway. Now a crossface onto NHL. And immediately broken up by Sasuke. If he had not broken that up, who knows what would have happened. A back suplex onto John. And a whip into the corner goes NHL. And then and now, wait a minute. Oh, wow. There was a pinfall and a submission attempt on 2 different sides. And of course, the referee decided to null and void both pin and submission attempts on both teams. And John was spat in the face with that mist. And then an atomic drop onto Luke. Oh, and then a kick right to the face of John. And of course, Sasuke wants to repay him in full for getting involved in that last match. And now, wait, what's Luke doing? Twist of fate right to NHL, but NHL smartly gets out of the ring. Nope, broken up immediately by Luke. As Luke now goes after Sasuke, and NHL now goes after John. So now they've been switched off. Oh, and then Luke just got spit in the face with that mist. And now the Cartel is starting to take over here. But of course, the Escorts, John and Luke, are not going to back down for anybody. A back suplex onto Luke. Oh, and then a kick right to the back, and now... And then a spear right to John, and John has been busted open. Wait, 1, 2, 3, and it's over. Yeah, the Cartel was just too much for John and Luke to overcome in their first match. But the Cartel proved that they would just not be denied. They would not be denied as... Wait, what's happening here? Of course. I should have known. I should have known that John Cena was going to get him some payback. And it seems to me that John Cena wants some of NHL. I mean, really though, who in their right mind wants to get some of NHL? But then again, if anyone did, it's got to be John Cena. So while Luke and John are going to have to nurse their wounds, NHL just got knocked the hell out by John Cena. But of course, John Cena does want some revenge against NHL for what NHL did to him after John Cena had won the World Heavyweight Championship last time we were on SmackDown. So it was only fitting that John Cena returned the favor. But we do have new #1 contenders. We do have new tag team champions. And this has just been a crazy show throughout. But until then, this is Deju22 signing off. Stay tuned for Heat. And then after that, we will have our next Super Show. Until then, have a good one, everybody.